Just looking at the Goron Elder from Majora's Mask will give you a hint that he won't really be your favorite character in the game, but don't worry, he's annoying. When Link first comes to Snowhead Mountain, he sees the Goron Elder's son crying and whoa, wait. That little baby is the Goron Elder's son. Look at this guy. What Goron girl would want to get it on with him? No offense, Goron Elder. Then maybe again, maybe the Gorons are like Namekians. I mean, this is just a theory. I don't claim to know anything, but just hear me out. I mean, I've personally never seen a female Goron, so maybe the parents spit the kids out as eggs, or in this case, I guess, rocks? Anyway, you go and find the kid's dad, who went out into the blizzard, and okay, epic plot twist coming. He froze. So he's under one of the many huge snowballs in the area and is encased in ice that can only be melted with some hot spring water. So then, once you melt him out and save his life, he won't even go back to calm the whiny brat down. He just teaches you a lullaby. Also, despite being frozen, he somehow changes locations every day. And considering that hot spring water only has so much time before it cools off, yeah, I shouldn't need to explain anymore. He's pretty damn annoying. Have you ever played a game where there was a really cheesy E for everyone romance? That's Honey and Darling's story. Yeah. Their names are Honey and Darling, and they just dance all day long. Also, in Majora's Mask, not only did they have the same name as they did in Ocarina of Time, unlike every other character, they own a shop in which they still dance 100% of the time. Seriously, when that guy from Secret of Mana did it, it was cool. When the original Bella and Edward over here do it, it's not. Also, these so-called shopkeepers mock you for not having a bow and bomb bag. Way to make me want to come back to your store. Nintendo, next time you make a romance in a game, make it more like this and less like this.
Hey, listen!
Yeah, Navi. You saw this coming. I actually thought that not as many people hated Navi as I thought, but then I saw an internet poll about this, and Navi got a whole 60% of votes from most annoying. There's not much that hasn't been said about her, so I'll try and make it quick. She was useless and annoying in Ocarina of Time, even more so in the remake, and lacks anything an interesting character might have. Seriously, Tattle at least had some backstory. Navi is just, hey, I'm joining you on a quest to save Hyrule and bitch you out about it and stuff. You saw this one coming too. Kepera Gebera! Do you want to hear what I said again? Okay, Kepera Gebera! It seems every Zelda game has a heart piece that's hard to get, and this one is hard because it will test your rage quitting skills more than Zelda 2. Okay, that may be an exaggeration, but Dampé the Gravekeeper from Ocarina of Time makes what could be an easy heart piece nab insanely hard. Basically, this guy runs a game in which you follow him around a graveyard for him to get to a place where he can dig, and if you're willing to put in half an hour of boredom into the game, and a crazy amount of rupees, you might get a randomly generated heart piece. Also, later in the game, this guy gives you the hook shot. Not annoying at all, right? Wrong. It took me forever to find out that I had to go into this guy's grave, and then I had to race him. In his defense, however, I gotta say this mechanic would make anyone annoying, but let's think about this for a second. When we want him to speed up, he goes slow, and when we want him to be slow, he's going fast. I think Nintendo might have been onto something here. Well, we've pretty much been through everyone you were expecting to see, right? Except maybe Tingle, but he gets off as an honorable mention for being more creepy than annoying. I must admit, I didn't even notice that the annoyance that number one character on this list took out of me until a lot of time with Skyward Sword, and after someone on ZeldaDungeon.net pointed this out to me. Skyward Sword was the first and only Zelda game where I didn't want to go back to the shops, and I recently figured out why. The number one most annoying Zelda character is a tie between every damn shopkeeper in Skyloft. Except the scrap shop guy, because, he gives you a free robot. Okay, let's count the shopkeepers, shall we? First, there's Beetle, who isn't very annoying in his other games. But in this game, he makes you have to track him down, hit his bell so that he drops a rope from his flying shop, and then you have to wait an eternity for him to pull you up, and I gotta admit, it is pretty cool inside. But this guy has items he doesn't even know what they do. He also raises prices, but denies that he does so. And if you fall asleep in his shop, he'll kidnap you and take you to his island. Seeing as you can't fly at night, you have to sleep in his bed until morning, when he'll take you back to Skyloft. Okay, maybe that's partly your fault for crashing in a stranger's bed, but if you leave his store without buying something, he tries to kill you. Seriously, if he did that to someone without a magic sailcloth, they would die. Next up, we have this fortune teller. It charges you rupees for information they should definitely have just left to the Sheikah Stone. Like, seriously, why put Sheikah Stone and a fortune teller in the same Zelda game? Why? Next, we have that annoying girl at the item check who is way too into Link. Enough said. And her neighbor, who's essentially socially awkward penguin stuffed into this disproportioned guy. Maybe it's a girl. Anyways, it doesn't leave you alone. And its items are fairly useful, though. There's also Stritch, who's a lackey of Groose, and he's a total dick to you until he finds out that you have bugs. He's not as annoying as Agatha, except for the fact that, unlike with Agatha, you cannot play through the game without talking to him and thus being trolled by him. Last and least, we have the potion shop lady, who constantly goes in and out of a good mood, and her husband, who's just like that guy next to the item check, except he also makes the most annoying noises, all for the sake of entertaining his baby. It's honestly more annoying than the Malomart theme. Don't believe me? Go back and check. I'm Erdrick the Chocobro, and before I get a bunch of annoying comments, yes, I am totally a Peanut3423/Josh Scorcher wannabe. Goodbye.